This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Jade Empire. And wait a minute. We were underground in the Lotus Assassin Village. What are we doing back here? I thought it wasn't possible to get back to the Lord Lau's fortress. Well, apparently it is. I forgot that it's not till you deal with Shin and Gong or whatever till like after a certain point, and then you can't go back. So yeah, you can leave the place, run all the way back here with the configuration of the rabbit that I've got, and finish Lord Lau's Lord Lau slash side quest or whatever. So let's get to it. Yeah, sorry, it's one of those things you just kind of remember after the fact. But let's look at this configuration of the rabbit we got, and I might as well get out of the way now since I was at a good point from the previous episode. So yeah, we already did that. So let's look at this configuration of the rabbit. You stumbled across an obscure diagram that seems to indicate a configuration for a machine. A small stone with medical runes surrounding it seems to be the key component. The rest of the diagram shows a connection between some sort of lightning-enshrouded globe held by a mechanical arm, which seems linked to a pagoda or a pyramid-shaped machine belching smoke, which in turn seems to connect it to a series of large gears. The diagram has a series of a dragon etched in the corner. Whether or not they are related is hard to say. Well, we know what that is, so let's go solve this little mystery here. Let's put the beeswax in. Oh yeah, I think I keep forgetting to read this part, but how Lord Lau managed to predict the shape of a stone formed in a cow's gullet, you'll never know, but a small round cup in the fuel hopper holds the beeswax securely. Alright, anyway. Alright, we need to hit the whirling Kong, the conductor, and the chimney. Alright, and we'll wait for them to set up. The only problem is that, like, if you want to get it done now, you can't. You have to wait for them to actually go through their animations. Though you can run around while it's doing it, but you still have to wait for them to officially activate until you can press the button. No, I pushed the button. I pushed the button. Oh, and if you ask Kang, like, what's his thought of the situation, he just says he's repairing the dragonfly, so he doesn't say anything about the Lotus Assassins or whatever. So, all right, we get the Heaven's Blessing gem, which is a gem for our amulet.
Well, you are getting to be quite adept at manipulating this machine. If I were Lord Lau, I'd have made it a bit more obtuse, so people work harder for their supper. I'm beginning to think you have learned all of the secrets the furnace has to offer.
Yeah, I believe we have. I mean, and we even got two configurations of the horse for some weird reason. Unless that's a glitch somewhere and that I can get it, but I don't think so. I'll double check and mess with that here in a second, but yeah, pretty much I got everything. Kang, run, Kang! The machine is acting up again. Or Kang, what is that energy surrounding you?
What? Oh, I'm sure it's nothing.
Kang, are you all right?
Well, there's nothing like mortal danger to jog the memory. Anyone up for a flight to the edge of perception?
What? What are you talking about, Kang? Or explain yourself.
The memories, they are seeping in. I see patterns, schematics, explosions, lots of explosions, and someone seeking rescue. Lord Lau. That's why the furnace is here, why the configurations are spread across the Empire. When it was safe for his tools to be used, it would be safe for him to return. Lord Lau is imprisoned, locked away so his inventions could no longer challenge the works of the heavens. It's an insult to the inventor spirit. We must fly.
Huh. Trying to put the good man down, huh? Well, I guess solving this puzzle, we're going to release a God of Invention, so perhaps he'll owe us one. And we've gotten some rewards for doing it, so how do you know this? That's quite the revelation. You just realized this?
I don't know. Yes, and no. Who knows what such an assault can trigger? I suppose I should be dead, but it's not the first time. Perhaps I've grown resistant to such energetic assault and surprised my assailant with my resilience. Whatever the case, I have a vision of a new wind map. It goes nowhere and everywhere. We have to destroy the force holding Lord Lau in check.
All right, well, the bear owe me big for this one. I assume we must return to the flyer. I'm not finished here yet. Yeah, let's return to the flyer. Let's cut the chase.
Yes, that would be ideal. Although we will quickly move back into a place like this. This route, I don't think it can be represented on flat paper. We should go now. I do not think the furnace will function again until this is resolved.
Oh, really? So even if I told him I wanted to wait, it wouldn't have done anything anyway. I mean, don't you have to do all the configurations to get this to this point? So why would I need to use it anyway? At this point, so all right. But yeah, for finding all the configurations and activating them, we've activated the final quest in the Lord Lau's Furnace storyline. We just have to do one more Dragonfly minigame, and you have to do it. You can't avoid it. And we'll get a reward for this. So hopefully it's going to be pretty good. We did have to go a bit out of our way to do this final one because we find the configuration of the rabbit inside the Lotus Assassin's place, and we have to run all the way back here. I mean, it's not too ridiculous, but it is kind of annoying to have to run all the way back here. Even though it only takes a few moments.
Yes.
Yes. Didn't you know we were just talking about doing the map, dude? No. Yeah. Well, actually, I can show you the current situation, like I said.
What? Not now. I'm busy with repairs on the Dragonfly. Come back later.
But we only have to use the Dragonfly like a couple more times in the game, though. Anyway. Okay. It won't let me do the Lord Playhouse. I guess that does Lord Lao. I don't want to say Liao for some reason. Let's talk about the Lord Lao's Furnace and your latest wind map.
I am ready when you are for this very serious endeavor. Imagine it. We are about to embark on an effort to rescue the greatest inventor the Jade Empire has known. As dated as some of his concepts are, I look forward to meeting him. Perhaps I can suggest some improvements.
That's going to be an interesting meeting, that's for sure. Two crazy inventors. It's almost like they're brothers or something like that, or of the same mind. Let's go.
Prepare yourself. This route is much stranger than any I have seen before. Clearly, we are not bound for a terrestrial location.
Terrestrial location, huh? All right, time to use the final mini. I mean, you can still do the mini game if you want to go TN's Landing, I guess, but you don't really get anything for doing it anyway. So I might as well put in the Firestorm and Dragon's Wrath, see if I can show those off. Weirdly enough, we do get one more ability when we beat this, but I don't know if I'll ever show it or not. But I'll try to show these off if I get enough energy to do it, because these cost quite a bit to use. I think they require full bars of the thing to be used to use them. So I'll show off the most expensive one first, which is the Dragon Burst, which I think that one just hits the whole screen with it just hits the screen with like a big old blast. And then there's the Firestorm, which I don't think it requires quite a full bar, but it's pretty close. And that one just shoots like basically fireballs on screen. I'm hoping before we get to the end of this, I'm hoping we'll there we go. Sorry, I forgot Kang will sometimes talk during this. Yeah, you see those fireballs flying down? Yeah, that's that. So we'll stick to the Shrieking Fury for the rest of that. This one's probably the more useful ability here, other than maybe the heal or the yeah, me too, brother. I'm hoping I'll get the final. Oh, there we go.
I'm a little worried.
All right. Well, I'm hoping I'll survive this. This is the shot at one because this is the most damaging thing we got. And yep, there's the boss. It's kind of like one of those shooter type of games where you have to fight like this nasty All right, watch out for this part. He's gonna shoot lightning out of this. With those spheres. So that's why I usually want the 3-prong one, because this one's a lot more powerful. You just can't hold it down. And if you don't destroy these fast enough, he does respawn the. Sorry, I'm trying to push the button really fast to destroy these things. But yeah, if you take too long, he starts respawning the. Okay, he's not. This actually isn't that bad if you know what you're doing. There we go. Really, the most dangerous thing about that mini game is that they do come at you. They basically home in on you. If you didn't notice during that most of the creatures were homing in on you. That's why I like the Shrieking Fury, because it's homing missiles that go after them. And then when you fight the creature or whatever it's called, that lightning orb thing, the basic thing is, as long as if you can survive the first go, which is when it shoots all those bolts off, then you're gravy for the rest of it. Because I guess at some point their trajectory goes off and they start shooting in weird directions after that. But if you don't know what it's gonna do, you'll die multiple times at that part. Or if you get lucky and destroy one of the orbs like right at the beginning, you won't even have to worry about dodging because you'll know where it's coming. But yeah, that's it for the flying game. We're done with it. We don't have to mess with it for the rest of the game. As far as I remember, I don't think there's any other parts we need. And we get the consumed spirit, which is one of the final. Whoops.
Yes, we need to discuss what was discovered.
I'll go back on the dialogue. I didn't mean to press that. I thought I could go to my inventory screen before talking to him, but auto talks to him. But he's talking about, oh, that was grand. But I'll read it here in a second. So, did we succeed? I did not see Lord Lau appear. Where is this great inventor? He owes me.
Yes, well, it seems the entity holding the memories of Lord Lau is vanquished. The great artificer was imprisoned for insulting heavenly works. Unjustly, I might add. He is free. He is somewhat disoriented by the process. Oh, and there is perhaps something else you to be aware of. He is me.
Kang, what are you saying?
Huh? What? Mind blown! Yeah, Lord Lau is actually Kang, which he'll explain here in a second. But basically, he sealed up his memories or his memories were sealed up by the gods because of his transgressions about trying to make inventions that'd be more powerful than them. So this whole time we've been traveling with a god. Huh? When someone asks if you're a god, you say yes. Well, Kang, how do you explain this? I need more proof than just your foolish word. So I did all this to rescue a fool I already had?
It was not so much that the body of Lord Lau was imprisoned, for indeed he would have no body. It was his memories, my memories, that were confined within the void. I didn't remember much before a few decades ago, or a century. I guess I'm rather old. I still don't remember what I did to earn this fate. I must have stepped a little above myself and angered the celestial bureaucracy. In the time before their wrath filtered down, I built the furnace to point back to myself.
Well, that's some forward thinking there. Almost as great, almost as good as the Imperial Strategist or the Perfect Strategist or whatever he was called. Master Li. So now what? Whoever will come back to you? Ridiculous. You have no proof. Enough. What is the practical application of this?
Well, I brought something back from our flight. 2 unspoiled gems. The eyes of the void. Or the glare of the jerk that locked me up or something. Very volatile fuel. With my new understanding of the furnace, you now have a configuration unrivaled. But there is risk. Combined with this fuel, it may damage the furnace. So, continue using the furnace as it is, or risk its functions on the most powerful effect it can produce. Well, if I built it, and I guess I did, I'd fix that restriction first.
Oh, yeah, probably a good idea. Oh, and you can see the flare on us as us getting the items. Then why don't you fix it?
The rules of inspiration defy such logic. That is why a single flyer is greater than many, and duplicates devalue the whole. The furnace is what it is. I'll make something better, but adjusting this one will require monumental effort. It is not designed for adjustment.
Aren't you afraid of pissing off the gods again, or is it because you're mortal or somewhat semi-mortal that you don't have to worry about that? All right. Well, that's all for now.
Right.
Okay, so now we need to go back to the void for one final thing, but I'm going to show off the dialogue thing for that. I have to skip back a bit. Let's see. Consume spirit. Okay. Well, I'm not so sure where we came across from the living world to the celestial, but we seem to have made it back in one piece. It was startling revelation, too. Yeah, then okay, that was it. That's why I missed. Okay, the plot item is 2 configurations. However, like he said, they're both so powerful that one over the other will basically disrupt the furnace, never to be used again, or at least until he fixes it or makes another one. So here we go. Configuration of the goat. A note probably written to the author as a reminder. You will likely break the machine, but with a pair of flawless rubies and care to leave the clapper and cauldron out of the process, Tiger might be able to manage a reconfiguration of the user instead of itself. It might be worth investigating after my preliminary studies into flight dynamics are finished. Maybe insects? And finally, configuration of the rat. This wrinkled sheet of paper is filled with diagrams doodled in the corners and along the margins. The majority of the page, however, is taken up by the following text. The dual eyes of fire can fill greatness, but only if it all works. Save the conductor work together with the dragon. There seems to be little of interest in the page, there seems to be little of interest in the interest of the page, except for a doodle picture of a dolphin with some sort of contraption attached to his head, and a note underneath that reads, "No, sharks! I need some sharks with some freaking laser beams attached to their heads." But I'm trying to remember. I think I remember playing long ago when I remember there being like maybe a configuration you could do, because I still have nickel, a bar of nickel and beeswax, but that could be just the game giving me an extra one just in case I missed those items from like a shop or a chest or something like that, so they gave me an extra one. But I swear there's like a configuration you can do that isn't shown or something that I could look up, but I don't remember running across that, but oh well. Anyway, let's go back to the furnace and get our final reward for the for this quest.
Yes, I'd like another look. I don't know why I thought Lord Lao was overrated. Clearly he, and by he I mean I, understands more than I, and by I mean me, could know. Or something to that effect. I have a bit of a headache.
Yeah, I think I have a headache too. All right, let's do it. Back to the furnace.
Certainly. It's just a flick of a switch. And I'm reasonably sure the trip isn't even doing any irreparable harm.
I flip it to switch! But yeah, the big old twist that Lord Lao and Kang are the one and the same person. I kind of saw, after the first bits of the memory coming to him, I kind of had a pretty good idea first time I played this game that they were basically the same character. If not same character, then related or something like that, but same character seemed to make more sense. So it's not that big of a twist, but just entertaining enough that Kang is so mad that he's actually got godlike intelligence or ingenuity or whatever. But the thing is, he never, other than the furnace and the dragonfly, there's no, and maybe those bombs they use, there's no other way of showing his intelligence throughout the game, though. That's kind of weird. They show him this as genius, but he only does a couple of things. But oh well, whatever. All right, so basically what it is the configurations will give you two different rewards. Which, oh, that reminds me, I got that reward from earlier for getting the previous one, which was this. For doing the rabbit one. Damage shield. Only followers of the way of the open palm may use this gem, so I can't use it. Great. This gem surrounds you in an aura of wind. The damages any who attack you. Its effect is constant while the gem is... So basically, yeah, it's basically if you equip it and walk next to people during combat, they'll take extra damage while you... So it's good for a person who doesn't use magic, or maybe a person who uses melee or weapons, not so much for magic or transformations, but yeah, I can't use it. So that's kind of one of the bad things about the rewards, is you don't really get the reward for that, or use of that if you're playing closed fist or Discord route. Okay, plot items. So basically what we want, so the two rewards are this. So if you get configuration of the goat, it's either a maneuver or a gem that gives you, I think, +3 to everything, I think. Or configuration of the rat, which gives you... Actually, maybe I'll just show the goat one just to show you what the actual reward is. Let me do a quick save really quick, because I don't want to oversave a save for a specific reason. Okay, so we'll do goat first. The one I want to keep is the rat one, which obviously I'll do that last, but we'll do the goat first so I can show you. Let's see, goat. That one is... got to use the eyes. Okay, so everything but the clapper and cauldron. Okay, so we'll show that off. Okay, load it, and then eyes of the void, or the stones of some jerk who threw me in here, or whatever he said. There's a small recessed settings at the side of the field hopper. Somehow you're not surprised that the rubies fit perfectly. Eyes of the void. So, all right, everything but the yeah, short-term memory again, folks. Cauldron and clapper cannot be used. Okay. Alright, that one. Nope, you don't need that one. You. Not you. And then the water wheel, so, okay. And then it'll be Tiger whenever it finishes doing whatever. And I don't think Kang says anything more about it. I mean, we finished the quest and everything, but it almost feels like because he doesn't say much more after the fact, it almost seems kind of anticlimactic. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the reaction or something like that. Maybe it's just me, but. Yep, and with doing that, we've used up all its power, never to be used again. And we get the Harmony and Balance ability. So it's not a gem, it's an actual technique. I wasn't sure if it was a gem or a technique we got. I'll show it to you. Harmony and Balance, yeah, +3 to everything. Using the Uncut Ruby in the correct configuration, Lord Lau's Furnace has generated Harmony and Balance. This technique provides an increase to body, mind, and spirit, which isn't a bad ability, you know, if you just want general stats overall. However, what I want is we're going to reload really quick. I want the one of the rat. Now, I haven't really proven what you truly get from the rat one, but I want to do it anyway because I believe this game was actually fully completed with like little to no bugs in it, except for getting 2 configurations of the horses. If I do find out like if there was like a missing configuration or one of the configurations was like the game gives you one by accident wrong, I'll attack it onto an episode somewhere down the line if I look it up. I didn't remember seeing anything, but I could have swore that there was like a configuration that you could do that either got messed up in the game or you could get by accident or something like that. But anyway, so on the rat one, it's obviously Eyes of the Void, and the dragon one, but it's I think everything but the conductor. Right. All right, let's show that off. Load the fuel, do that, do everything but the conductor. So, conductor. And also take a hot minute. Yeah, I kind of like this little quest line, messing with this. Like, it's not a difficult puzzle, just enough of a puzzle to just kind of read into it, be fun, but nothing that you'd have to get out a book or something from back in the old point-and-click adventure game type of thing, where you actually had to know general knowledge of things to solve it. Which I still like those, but you know, sometimes it's nice having to get out a pad of paper to solve it. You know, I'll play Myst if I want to do that. I guess I could talk through it since we already showed this before. Too bad I can't skip it, because it's not really needed to watch it again, but oh well, whatever. But yep, it is broken. And we get the Strength of the Bull. Eyes of the Eagle, Speed of the Wolf, and Strength of the Bear. Lone Star, Lone Star, Lone Star. Or sorry, Brave Star. Anyway, Strength of the Bull, damage increase. After correctly configuring the furnace, you have learned the Strength of the Bull technique. With the power of the mighty bull behind you, your martial attacks will inflict more harm upon your opponents. So technically, since I haven't been using a lot of melee attacks, it's probably not the best ability to use. I probably should keep the +3 to everything, but I think it's supposed to give you like either a 10 or 20% increase on physical damage, which I will be using melee attacks by the end of the game because that doesn't cost anything. So near the end of the game, I will have to use those. So I feel that that's the better stat overall anyway. So I think I'm trying to remember if Kang has. No, you don't have anything else. You just say
All right.
whatever, and we can't do anything anyway. So, all right. Well, now that we've done that, let me go back. I think I still got some time in this episode. Yeah, we'll do something else really quick. I did this off screen already, and then made a save place back at the Lotus Assassin, so I get back here. But I didn't realize doing this quest line would almost take the whole episode. But I wanted to get out of the way now before I forgot about it, because you know what would happen with me. I would go on with the quest and then forgot to get the configuration and then get mad at myself that I didn't finish that quest line. I mean, it doesn't change anything, and as far as I know, well, actually, no, I guess there is a minor. I don't want to say anything more, so never mind. It does have a minor modding, but nothing that like, oh, it's groundbreaking, you must do it type of thing. But I want to be as thorough as I can, at least with this game anyway, because I like this game. You know, I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not like the best BioWare game out there, but I don't know. There's just something about it. I do like the culture and settings surrounding it and everything like that. It's just a treat. But anyway, let's deal with the slaves here.
Who are you? Some new acolyte? I've seen a lot of your kind. I watch over the slaves you deliver to the extractor. The inevitability of their deaths is amusing. Haven't even earned your markings yet, I see. Master Kang must be getting weak to allow you such freedom already.
Well, he likes my fiery spirit. I want to ask you some questions.
Like what?
Where do these slaves come from?
They come from across the Empire. Some are brought from the south, some from the poor quarters of the city. Others are those who have merely spoken ill of us.
A cruel collection. They do not deserve this.
Their lives before don't matter. Only their deaths concern us.
Well, they do have their use. I mean, except just not sucking up welfare. I mean, tell me about Death's Hand.
Death's Hand is our lord and master. He holds our souls in bondage and grants us power through it. We obey him unquestioningly. He is the will of the Emperor.
If you say so. Tell me about Inquisitor Gia.
Inquisitor Gia is second only to Death's Hand himself. She is in charge of our work here, and she oversees our operations in the Imperial City. You will meet her in time, and when you do, pray you do not anger her.
I see. Well, I'll get back to you here in a second.
Do what you like.
And we do need we don't want to actually do the slave. We don't want to do the slave thing just to make the golems work properly. So, what does that do?
What do you want now?
Oh, nothing. I'm just checking.
I'm
just checking because it says prison door, right? Oh, can we actually talk to the slaves, or will they? Yeah, if we check the door, he just talks to us. So, all right. Hold on. How about you?
Master Lotus Assassin, have pity on us.
This is no assassin, fool. A Lotus acolyte has no authority to do anything for you. One of the masters could select you as servants, but they have subtle tastes.
Forgive me. I saw a new face and hoped there was kindness there. I was mistaken.
Why is it? I kind of like the idea when people call others fool, like by villains, like don't belittle me or don't do this, fool. I don't know. There's just something fun about the word when it's said like that. Why are you here, slave?
I am a criminal, I suppose. For lightening a few purses, I was sentenced to work on the wall, but I was delivered here instead. Some of the others were captured by pirates and sold. One merely asked why the Imperial Army reports to the Lotus Assassins now. We did nothing to deserve this harsh fate. You must be able to see that.
Kind of reminds me of the American police or prison system. Oh, yeah, the whole person does like a minor crime and gets like 20 years in prison. Yet a blue collar criminal who like steals millions from like financial, banking or whatever, and gets away with it and gets like a slap on the wrist or a minor fine. No, not the place to talk about this, but let's just say I see the similarities. How many slaves have passed through here?
Hundreds, thousands, I don't know. All that were here when I arrived are gone. There are scratches on the walls, names of wives, of daughters. What did so many do to deserve such a horrible death? We can hear them scream, one by one.
I may try to help you, because if they don't have their slaves, they can't do any of the jewels, which we need them to be weakened so they don't affect us later.
You would do that?
Never doubt when someone gives their word.
You are a long way from the authority you need to make such promises. Don't get attached to them. There will always be more.
Yes. Farewell.
Yeah, you kind of are in the way, aren't you?
What?
Yeah, I can't let these sleeves to remain here, dude.
You tread dangerous ground, acolyte. Unless you plan to speed their processing in the extractor, you risk being punished for your impudence.
Of course, that is what I meant. Keep the cage sealed. Release them. I demand it!
You will not keep them this way.
You demand it? You are clearly not here as an acolyte. If you want to die for these scrawny dogs, so be it.
Now here, after we beat this dude, okay, he got a good hit on me, but he's nothing against his gun. And Dawnstar. Thanks for the assist.
You have given us a chance.
Okay. So now, whoops, I didn't mean to cut that off too early. So, all right. So there's a couple ways we can finish this off. We could either do just being a dick, or we could do true closed fist path with this thing, which both are plausible. I don't know which one's funnier, really, when you think about it. Because I was trying to roleplay him, but I've kind of like switching in and off about pure closed fist and just being pure Discord for the most part. But I'll show you here in a second. So when we release them, we have a couple ways we can do this.
We are free, if only for a little while. There are sure to be other guards. Thank you for what you have done, but I'm not sure where to go now.
The mine. The smaller one. Remember? Before they stopped digging out the graves, there was light from the surface coming in. I heard someone got away once. I don't know if they made it out of the necropolis, but it is a chance.
So like I said, this is one of the options, is that you could just tell them to go for it and see what happens after that. Or you could say you could take care of it, but there's two ways to do that as well. I'm gonna show you this way, and then in the next episode I'll show you the other way, because I do want to kind of RP it, because I did do that with the slave girl before. So let's show you the humorous way to do this. I'll remove the guard when I am done with the extractor.
Thank you. I don't think we would have a chance without you.
They will stay there for now. I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't actually go inside. All right, now if we do that, and it's saying take care of the guard, right?
What do you want?
Well, you could say I'm freeing the slaves that killed the guard, which is more of a, I don't know if that's a harmony choice per se, but that's one way to go if you're trying to be kind of good because you're releasing them. Or the slaves have freed themselves. They need to be killed.
You'd betray them this way?
What? Then I will deal with them. They will not have the honor of dying for the extractor. A welcome exercise, actually. We can always get more slaves.
And thus the slaves are dead. And weirdly, you don't get a Discord for that. You get them killed. That's it. Look at that. And they're dead. That's it. All right. So we've learned Lord Lao and Kang are the same person. We've got our nice rewards for such a thing, and we taught some slaves that they didn't need to live anymore. Yeah, that was kind of dickish. But yeah, in the next episode, I'll do the RP version of the closed fist, which, since it doesn't give you Harmony of Discord, why not? So yeah, in the next episode of Jade Empire, we'll continue. We'll make the shard for the golem, and I think make a golem for ourselves and train some acolytes. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.